Hello and welcome to the Brookings County Youth Mentoring Program Mentor Training course. We're so glad you're here. And whether you're here just to check us out to find out whether or not this is a good niche for you, or whether you're here because you've already made an application to the program and you're fully intending to be a mentor and you need to go through the necessary training as a prerequisite to being a mentor, we're just glad you're here. We believe in what we're doing and we're glad you're on board. This course is designed around a slide presentation which was originated at the BCYMPTraining1 website, and we want to thank them for their input and their resources, but it's also been tweaked to incorporate the comments and input of seasoned mentors from the Brookings County Youth Mentoring Program. We've taken their suggestions very seriously, and hopefully you'll see some of that material as we go through. We encourage you to familiarize with yourself with us, with our expectations of our mentors, with our goals, and with our mentees as I tell some stories about how those things go. And you'll need a few blank sheets of paper in order to participate in this. I'm going to have you jot some thoughts down as we go along the way. I also encourage you to download the packet on the website that goes with this training module so that you'll be able to follow along and also take advantage of the appendices to which I refer often throughout the course. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Jo Woodard and I'm the Program Director for the Brookings County Youth Mentoring Program. My job is basically to identify qualified youth with the help of the school counselors and other professionals to identify mentees for this program, and then to recruit, train, and match mentors to children who will be a good fit. Also, my job is to provide ongoing support to the mentors as you go through the mentoring experience, as you hit little junctures and potholes maybe that you need to troubleshoot. It's our job to make sure that you have multiple individuals to whom you can go with your questions and get the resources that you need to get through that period of time and successfully mentor your youth. You'll also meet during the course of this module other supporting individuals who will share from their expertise regarding children, regarding resources, and regarding communication skills. So it's our hope that we will fully equip you to be an effective mentor with the mentoring program. But before we start, I'd like you to take a short quiz. No need to write the answers down or even try to answer them all in your head. This is adapted from Charles Schulz's philosophy of life, as you will, the creator of the Peanuts comic strip. It's been attributed to him, and I encourage you to come on ahead and jump on in. Name the 5 wealthiest people in the world. Name the 5 last Heisman Trophy winners. Name the 5 last Pulitzer Prize winners. Name the last half-dozen Academy Award winners in either actor or actress category. Name the last 5 Miss Americas. How did you do? Not so well? Well, the point is, none of us really remember the headliners of yesterday. Now, these are no second-rate achievers. These were the best in their fields, but the applause died, and the awards tarnished, and the achievements were forgotten. The accolades and certificates get buried with their owners. I have a good friend who was a tennis champion in the university, and he went back for his 20th reunion, and he was on campus and he was going through the dumpster of the university. He was going through some things that were in the dumpster that he thought looked like they were tennis related, and don't you know, he came across his own championship award in the dumpster behind the university. See, those things go away. Let's take another quiz. List a few teachers who aided you on your journey through school. Name 3 friends who have helped you through a difficult time. 5 people who have taught you something worthwhile. A few people who have made you feel appreciated or special. 5 people you enjoy spending time with. How did you do? It's so much easier, you see. The lesson is that the people who make a difference in our lives aren't the ones with the credentials, or the degrees, or the awards. They're the ones that really cared. The ones who drew alongside us as a friend and helped us do life. I want to turn now to our training objectives. We do have some specific objectives for this course. We want you to understand the issues and environmental factors facing the youth and young adults that you'll be mentoring. We want you to understand the mentoring role and the expectations of a Brookings County Youth Mentoring Program mentor. We want you to understand the qualities and skills of an effective mentor so that you can maintain a meaningful mentoring relationship. We want you to be aware of the potholes and challenges of the journey so they don't take you by surprise and so that you're equipped to address them. We want you to know how to empower the youth, your young adult, your mentee, to reach his or her potential. And lastly, not leastly, we want you to be aware of the resources that are out there, both on the internet, through our packets, online, and here locally. The resources that are available to you for you to be an effective mentor to someone in the Brookings community. First, we want to ask you, why do you think kids need a mentor? Maybe you want to jot something down on your blank piece of paper. Why do you think youth need a mentor today? Here's what some of the data says. Kate Schindler of Mentor, a mentor advocacy group out of Alexandria, Virginia, recently quoted some statistics on a webinar that she gave at the National Dropout Prevention Center on the topic of mentoring. Here are the statistics. 1 out of 4 children live with only one parent. 1 out of 10 is born to teen parents. 1 out of 5 lives in poverty. And 1 out of 10 youth will not finish high school. So whatever the reason is that you wrote down on your piece of paper, it's a good reason. The need is great, and the impact of mentoring is immeasurable. Mentor estimates that 15 million kids, that's almost half of our nation's young people, could greatly benefit from a high-quality, formal mentoring relationship. All of us have informal mentors in our lives, the people to whom we look for guidance and advice and a listening ear. But these are children who have been identified who would actually benefit from a formal, trained, equipped mentor. On the next slide, you're going to see some additional factors to add to the mix. I'm not going to read through all these, but clearly you can see, ranging from peer pressure to substance abuse, right on through social skills, child abuse, pressure at home, nutrition and health issues, failing grades, the challenge of incorporating part-time work, depression and suicide, absenteeism. Those are just the ones that have been researched, and then there are more. Obesity in American children, the inability to take advantage of the outdoors and hobbies, the inability to set goals, to know how to achieve objectives. It has been researched and proven by Mentor.org and several other organizations that mentoring enhances a youth's relationship with family, school, and community. Mentoring significantly reduces absenteeism. It increases participation in extracurricular activities, resulting in fewer children dropping out of school. There is a direct correlation, unfortunately, between the dropout rate and the tax dollars spent on incarcerated youth. We want to deter those dollars. We want to undermine that process of children dropping out of school. We want to be assets to the children and keeping them in school. We want to be role models, help them focus on the future, give them new experiences, focus their attention, be a concerned and capable friend, provide emotional and social growth, enhance their confidence and self-esteem. We want to remember Charles Schulz's philosophy of life. The people that they will remember are the ones who cared, who drew alongside, who listened, and who helped them achieve their goals. That's what mentors do. But I don't want to overlook the fact that mentors benefit too. In our world, we need to do things that also fill up our cup a little bit. And I want to mention the ways that that can be an asset to your experience. Let's face it, you have plenty to do. There isn't anybody listening to this training who isn't already busy. So if you're going to become a mentor, there have to be some good reasons for you to do that. It better matter, is the bottom line. So looking at what's on your screen, there's professional and personal satisfaction, obviously, to mentoring. There's value to the community in which you're a part. You receive improved interpersonal skills. You broaden your life experiences. Many mentors have commented on the broadened horizon. the better understanding of youth and the youth issues facing our culture. They enjoy the cross-cultural experience. They become other-focused and less self-centered. And last but not least, and this isn't insignificant, it is a resume enhancement. Seasoned employers interview not just for skill sets. They interview for character and for personal assets that you bring to the table. Having volunteered as a mentor and having invested in a youth who needs some attention is a significant personal asset that you can bring to any employer, and it will be noteworthy. At the end of the day, employers will tell you that character trumps skill every time. So it's an enhancement to your resume and to your personal experience database. You meet some wonderful people. I often say that the Brookings County Youth Mentoring mentors are the cream of the crop in Brookings. You meet each other, you hang out, you do things together. I want you to reflect for a minute on your own personal experience. In your own story, think of an adult that impacted you positively. What did that person bring to the table? What do you remember about that person? Stop the tape for a minute and jot those down on your piece of paper. What are the things that you remember about that adult? Now I want you to jot down the strengths that you bring to the mentoring relationship. What do you already hold in your hand that can enhance the life of a young person? Do you care? Are you a good listener? Are you fun to be with? Do you know some skills? Do you have a hobby? Those kinds of things. Jot those down. And the last thing I want you to jot down on your piece of paper is concerns that you might have regarding the mentoring experience. At the end of the training module, we're going to revisit about some of those concerns. We're going to close the loop on those and hopefully allay some of your concerns. We intend to address many of them throughout the training. But I want you to be aware of those as you're going through so that you'll know what this journey might look like for you. Now I'd like to talk with you a little bit about the role of the mentor. On your screen you'll see that the youth say, after having had a mentor, that the mentor is a number of things. More than anything, a friend. Not judgmental, not a parent. Someone to look up to, someone who's easy to talk to. There are about 20 attributes there on your screen that are really not awfully hard to come up with. They're open-minded, they listen, they give a little guidance, and they respect me. Those are the things that kids say about their mentors after having had one. So I hope that takes some of the fear out of the job description for you. These are all things that you know how to do. You're a good friend to somebody, you know how to listen. The main challenge of being a mentor is to stay out of the fix-it mode, where all you care about is fixing the child or the youth or the young woman. You're there to care for them, to love them no matter what. And this is a paradigm shift for a lot of kids. This is a new thing for some young people. The fact that you're a dispenser of hope, that you're going to speak the truth, that you're going to be transparent, that you're going to love them unconditionally and forgive them when they make mistakes, that's a paradigm shift for a lot of young people. By the way, those 5 attributes were done that was a study done by Time and McClam in 2008 from the Urban African American Youth Study. Those 5 attributes were a paradigm shift for the children that he looked at. Now we're going to look at some of the other aspects of the role of the mentor. The emotional support that a mentor brings, the exposure to new things, the opportunity to set some goals with your mentee, to look at some career opportunities. If you have an older mentee later in high school who's interested in different kinds of career questions, you can help them with that. If you have a younger person in elementary school, we're not talking career, but we are talking hobbies and interests, and those can often spawn interest in lifelong careers. And of course, you're going to afford them academic help on an as-needed basis. But the good news is in Brookings County, we have a phenomenal tutoring program already in place. So the burden of their academic assistance does not fall on you. We want you to primarily be a friend, someone to have fun with, someone to think of things to do with and to enjoy. Leave the academics to the school system and to the tutors, and when you can step in once in a while, help them, go ahead. Mainly, your goal is to help them set goals and show them how to get there.